guys, welcome to Jared Berry Ags. Today, we're going to react to Season 2, Episode 7, aka Episode VII of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, entitled Lie to Me. Just lie to me. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links in the description box down below for the Patreon, the stream, everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes, and we can just hop into it. Hopefully, so far, 2025 has been smooth to you, as should be a Monday video, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I'm excited. The last episode was good. I want to see more to see where Spike's character gets to. I want to also see some of the other side characters. So we'll probably get our structure of what we think the episode will be probably here within like the first 10-15 minutes of the episode, which would be like the first 5 minutes for you all. So let me go ahead and put Jerry behind the scenes. Boop. And let's watch. That has been sitting here in front of me this whole time. Reminds me immediately of Breaking Bad. I don't know if it does that for anybody else or not. If you watch Breaking Bad, it probably... maybe it's not even that big of a scene. Sorry, my beard's looking weird. It may not even be that big of a scene for some people, but when Jesse is giving away some money, yeah. I don't know why. Those things now solely remind me of Breaking Bad. Personal opinion, greatest television show of all time.
Come on, Mom.
Should have been Game of Thrones,
It's
but,
late.
you know. Shit the bed.
Are you lost?
Oh, Drew, leave that little boy alone.
I'm not supposed to talk to people.
Good job, little Timmy.
Oh. Well, I'm not a person, see? So that's just...
Run home.
Thank you, Angel. Thought it was Spike for a second. Thank you, Angel. Wearing his pastor outfit again.
My angel.
Hello, Drusilla.
My angel.
Not anymore.
If you don't leave, it'll go badly for all of us.
My dear boy's gone all away, hasn't he? To her.
Who?
I enjoy her.
The girl.
The-
The Slayer.
The Buffy.
This is just the beginning.
She done called him her pet. They used to be entangled. Ain't that what she said? Entanglement? Oh no. But now he's with, or trying to get with Bufferino, and then you got Drew, as I'm assuming with Spike. And Spike wants to kill Bufferino. It's like a love circle. I say. Man, see? Come on. Oh, is she watching from above? Ooh, shit. Yeah, she just saw him entangled with the enemy. Thinking, oh, my pet. They're probably still getting down and dirty out here in the park. Oh, my God. Oh, Buffy, that's not what you think. Never seen that B-roll before.
What kind of a secret? The kind that's secret. You know, where I don't actually tell you what it is.
Bro, where has she been at this whole time?
They're going out of an evening that they both have an idea of where they're going.
Yeah.
Come on, where is your...
Right, I'll put myself in your hands.
That sounds like fun. Okay, tomorrow night, 7:30, right?
This calendar. Now see, Buffy, that's a good haircut right there.
We,
That's solid.
Hunt last night? You all right? Seem a little glum.
Does Giles not know that he's here to kill Buffy?
Why don't you take the night off?
Isn't that his whole thing? Like, he's here just to kill the Slayer? Like, he was going to do that for the Anointed One. Or is that not it at all? Does he have ulterior motives we don't know about yet that we have to wait for? All right.
And Marie Antoinette cared about them. She was going to let them have cake.
Yes, well, that's a very interesting perspective.
If somebody's going to have an interesting perspective about something, it's going to be, I almost called her Drusilla, it's going to be Cordelia. But I do like that even though she is kind of like the school bully in some situations, she wasn't outright bullying people, but she's, you know, full of herself. I do like seeing that that's also a character that is somewhat participating and paying attention in school, because most of the time you get a character like that and they're just kind of like derpy and they don't really pay attention to what the fuck's going on. And when they get called on for questions, they get embarrassed. That's typically that kind of cliche you see over and over, but I like that they're participating and also passing notes in school. What a if you are somebody that's still in school that's watching this, no judgment whatsoever by my part, because I would expect it not to be. Do you all still pass notes? Is that a thing? I'm pretty sure that died out probably like 5 years after I left high school. Because now you can just I was texting towards my senior year in high school, like more than I would have been previously, instead of writing notes. But we still wrote notes and still passed them. I think there's something very, you could use the word intimate. There's something intimate about writing a note, whether it's just to your friend bullshitting, or if it's to a crush or whoever, like you're writing it yourself. We used to, I mean, we'd fold up the notes in, interesting ways. I still have a bunch of them from middle school, and we'd pass each other the notes. But we also started a thing. Well, we didn't start it. I'm pretty sure people did it before us. But we started, instead of passing notes, we'd get a journal, like a whole notebook, and like we would have a page, and then in between classes, we would give each other the notebook back. So like in class, you were writing in a notebook like you were taking notes, but instead you were responding to your friend, your crush, or trying to talk to somebody, whoever. And then in between classes, you would pass the notebook back over. I enjoyed it. I think I have one of those notebooks somewhere. The other ones are gone, probably thrown in the trash. I doubt other people keep shit like that. But yeah, I just assume people are just like, just texting now, which it was easier, not to drag this on any longer than it needs to. It was probably also easier my freshman, sophomore year, because T9 texting was still a thing. And it's easier to read a message and see what somebody said and then respond, because you know where all the keys are and you know how to, type out a message that way. Granted, don't get me wrong, I can sit here, open this up, and fully text with both hands without looking at it. You know what's going on. But like in a pocket, it could be a little harder because you could lose your placement easier. Just be one key over. So yeah, my assumption is kids just text instead of passing notes. But I also read on Twitter that younger kids are kind of like scared to interact with one another, to like a boy interact with a girl they like, vice versa, girl interact with a girl they like, boy interact with a boy they like, any of the combinations or anything in between. People just seem more nervous, I guess. It's interesting. I don't know. Sidebar.
Would anyone else?
I miss passing notes. Listen, please feel free to skip ahead. One more quick story. In 6th grade, I got caught passing a note. Another popular thing was passing notes back and forth and then sharing the note with other people so they could read. Or it's somebody handing you a note, telling you to deliver it to somebody and saying, hey, don't read this, but pass the note. Now, obviously, people normally read it, but I remember very specifically writing. No, it happened to me twice. Writing a note. The teacher, who I'm not going to give her name, I remember her name. I remember exactly what she looks like. She took the note and she read the note out loud. Let me tell you something right now. I like Principal Snyder as a principal in this because he's stern with the kids. I think taking a note is perfectly acceptable. You don't want your kids distracted in class. Cool. Give it back to them after class. Reading the note out loud is fucking insanity. Insane. You're exposing that kid. Oh. The other thing that happened, so that one was in math class. The next one that happened was in science class, which, by the way, your math folder is blue and your science folder is green. That's a different conversation. So our science teacher, I remember her name as well. Not going to call her out because people can connect the dots real quick. She took a note, and I remember I put my head down and she threatened to read it out loud, and she didn't. I actually was so embarrassed about the note because I was going to give this to the girl I had a crush on in 6th grade. I had a panic attack. First ever panic attack in my life. I had one. I felt it. I had to go get some water. she apparently gave the note to the girl after class or read it to her. I don't remember that part, but I remember she took it and I thought she was going to read it because it already happened to me and I panicked. Nothing bad in it, you know. It was just like, hey, I think you're pretty, blah, 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 blah. You play Yu-Gi-Oh or something? But regardless, yeah, that led to a good friendship of just exchanging letters, which was a lot of fun. So yeah. Anyways, back to the show. If you're a teacher and you take somebody's notes, don't read it out loud. It's fucked up. Vampire. What was that? 20 minutes?
I don't think
5.
so.
We can mope at the
I'd
bronze.
suggest a box of Oreos dunked in apple juice, but maybe she's over that phase.
Ford?
Hey, Summers.
What
How
the
you
fuck?
been?
Oh my God, what are you doing here?
Hello, random.
Matriculating.
Made Xander. First, can we backtrack about the Oreos and apple juice thing?
No,
I moped over you for months.
For
Sitting
months.
in my room listening to that Divinal song, I touched myself. Of course, I had no idea what it was about. Hey, are you busy tonight? We're going to the Bronze at...
Wouldn't that be kind of weird, I think, talking to your middle school crush about the crush? Not now, but like, you're just in high school. That was still just a couple years ago. I couldn't do it.
the local...
the bestest friend of all my friends. Jeez, doesn't she know any fat guys?
Oh, that's what that song is about?
Willow, you sweet summer child. It's a good song, by the way.
Ford, you made it.
Wasn't hard to find.
Okay, so we're now in enough part of this episode, even though I'll talk through most of it, is what's his deal? You're not just a plain Jane transfer over here, going to be a regular fucking character in the opening crawl. None of that. What are you? Buddy, what part of go to get her purse did you not understand? That girl got the fuck out of there, bro. She had her burners on. And just like that, your secret's been revealed.
There's a cat. A cat here. And then there was another cat.
And then the
And they
cat
fought.
exploded.
Cats.
Hmm.
And then they left.
Oh. I thought you were just slaying a vampire.
What? Wedding a what?
I know, Buffy. You don't have to lie. I've been trying to figure out the right time to tell you. I know you're the Slayer.
Just like that, he told you?
Well, isn't that fucking convenient? She got them pink slippers on from Don't Be a Menace to South Central by drinking your juice in the hood. Are you here to seduce Buffy? To lure her into your fucking sex dungeon to murder her? Or are you going to the fucking rave from Blade? Alright. Oh.
Wow. Diego, you gotta trust me.
All right.
A couple more days and we'll get to do the two things every American teen should have the chance to do. Die young. And stay pretty.
So Ford's the leader.
Your wits against mine.
He's the leader of a cult.
Me who commanded armies hundreds of years before you were born.
Is he going to ask Buffy to introduce him to a vampire so they can die and turn into vampires?
Name?
Billy Fordham.
Angel? If I say something you really don't want to hear, do you promise not to bite me?
You gonna tell me that I'm jealous?
Well, you do sometimes get that way.
You know, I never used to.
Like her
Things used to be pretty simple.
weird overhead baby
100
crib
years,
PlayStation logo
just
thing.
hanging out, feeling guilty. I really honed my brooding skills. Then she comes along. Yeah, I get jealous. But I know people, and my gut tells me this is a wrong guy.
Okay.
I genuinely
But
think
if there isn't anything weird, hey,
that's weird.
What?
If I'm Willow and Angel comes to me with that information and says, yo, I really love this girl, but something tells me this guy's off, I would probably also conduct the research for
I
him.
just checked the school records and he's not in them. Probably nothing.
That'd be nice.
You at least say goodnight to her, bro. That door in my room would freak me the fuck out. Oh God, she can't hold it in.
What's rebound?
I'm gonna do work in the computer lab on
She's so
schoolwork
frantic.
that I have, so I cannot hang just now. Hi, Ford.
Morning.
Okay, well, fess up.
What?
Are you drinking coffee again? Because we've talked about this.
It makes me jumpy. I have to go away.
Oh, that girl
Nice
can't.
girl.
That girl can't hold
Aren't you
water.
those
Those are his friends.
Must be the weather.
Stay close to me.
That shit was freshly whittled, bro. They must have good cardio. If I would have ran up them steps, I'd have been huffing.
You got one chance to live. Tell me what I want to know and I'll let you go.
Motherfucker, bro. Puff.
Where's the other one?
I killed her. I killed her and she just turned to dust. It was amazing.
The only thing I could track down was this address, the Sunset Club. Still didn't find anything incriminating.
Buffy, did you pick up on his fib? Because he's a big fat fucking liar.
Sure thing, Bossy the cow.
Okay, but do they really stick out?
What?
Sore thumbs, do they stick out? I mean, have you ever seen a thumb and gone, wow, that baby is sore?
That's a really good point, though. Why is that a saying? But why? Hold on. Doesn't make any sense. Never once. The expression of stick out meaning to be different than one's surroundings first arose in the 16th century. The idiom stick out like a sore thumb came into use in the mid-1800s and may have evolved from the long-lost expression to be on hand like a sore thumb. So basically, it comes from the idiom of, or long-lost expression, to be on hand like a sore thumb. And then they changed it into to stick out. I get it. Because you've never looked at somebody and been like, that motherfucking thumb hurting.
You have too many thoughts.
I don't think you have enough.
But they who walk with the night are not interested in harming anyone.
Oh, even Angel
They
dropped
are
his head.
creatures above us, exalted.
You're a fool.
You don't have to be so confrontational about it.
I don't think he was
Other
confrontational.
viewpoints than yours may be valid, you know.
Nice meeting you.
Oh, Willow.
You really are a people person.
But she's not, like, her viewpoint is wrong. And he wasn't directly confrontational. He just called you a fool, but he did it in a calm manner. She seems like she really believes it and means well, but she's just miseducated, I guess.
My own research has...
A vampire! They're still in the book! Bro, that back, you gotta do something about that back entrance, back exit, whatever the fuck that is, dude.
It took one of my books.
Well, at least someone in the school is reading.
He said he killed it.
That was the
That's
one.
the vampire Ford said he killed.
And now you know that he's a nefarious fucking liar.
He's saying this.
Oh. You see that thing hanging off the wall? Watch out there, Dean Winchester.
You've got 30 seconds to convince me not to kill you.
Yes! See, this is the best. I want to be like you. A vampire.
I've known you for 2 minutes and I can't stand you. I don't get the feature you live in forever. Can I eat him now, love?
Feature this.
Once you've been invited, you could always just walk in.
I can't. I was just being polite. We need to talk.
I'm not leaving my back door askew like that. That's the difference in generations. Back in the day, people just had their front door open. Like neighbors and shit would walk in. They'd be like, hey, how's it going, Tom? The thought of my door being open makes me want to fucking gag.
Do you love me?
What?
Do you?
You heard what he said, do you? Come on.
I love you. I don't know if I trust you.
Maybe you shouldn't do either.
Maybe I'm the one who should decide.
I love you, but I don't know if I
Uncomfortable
trust you.
things when I became a vampire.
Oh!
Drusilla was the worst. Killed everybody she loved. Visited every mental torture on her I could devise.
Bruh.
Eventually fled to a convent.
What?
On the day she...
That's tricky business right there. Because Ford won. He did ask Willow not to say nothing. Willow is your best friend. That's a catch-22. We ain't got enough time to spend and talk on that because we done talked about a fuck ton about everything else. But he gave you the truth outright because he couldn't tell you about Drusilla without telling you about the horrible shit that he's done. So now you have to contemplate that. You have this man in front of you that is charming, that does seem kind, that was polite enough to ask you to come into your house despite the fact being invited and being a vampire. On the flip side, you have the fact that he is a vampire and that he has killed numerous fucking people. That he has sired not only Drusilla, but Spike. What? He sired Drusilla, killed everybody she loved, made her go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Soon she took her holy orders, bing bam bop, stay with me forever, just to eventually leave her ass. God damn.
Buffy.
That's crazy, dude. That is... Nah, Ford, fuck you, bro. Ugh. I mean, I think about that complication in your brain. Do you wash away these past sins? Do you follow the age-old tradition of, hey, all right, me and you were together. Whatever you did in the past, it's in the past. Fuck it. Or is it because it's so bad you can't progress forward? Fuck everything else going on with Ford and all that. Like, you have to be stuck on that topic in your brain. I guarantee she barely slept a wink.
Ford.
I had a great time last night.
I bet you did.
Well, an interesting time.
I'm glad.
Freak ass little boy.
See what's supposed to happen? It's already happening.
Surprise again, mother brother. Oh, you're surrounded by a bunch of idiots.
Rigged up special. Once it's closed, it can only be opened from the outside.
Ah, that's what they were
As
welding.
the sun sets, they'll be coming.
Ford, if these people are still around when they get here,
We'll be changed. All of us.
We're going to ascend to a new level of consciousness. Become like them. Like the lonely ones.
Sweetie, you're so dumb. I'm
This is
sorry.
the end, Buffy.
and a demon sets up shop in your old house, and it walks, and it talks, and it remembers your life, but it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than nothing.
And your life is nothing.
Yeah, what's...
Ford, these people don't deserve to die.
They don't. So go ahead and give us the exposition background of why your life is so shitty. Because you look like a Temu version of a fucking Scream villain.
Neither do I. But apparently no one took that into consideration because I'm still dying.
Cancer.
I look good, don't I?
Brain tumor.
Let me tell you something. I got maybe 6 months left, and by then, what they bury won't even look like me. It'll be bald and shriveled, and it'll smell bad. No, I'm not going out that way. Oh, I'm sorry, Summers. Did I screw up your righteous anger riff? Does the nest of tumors liquefying my brain kind of spoil the fun?
Oof. Oof.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
But those people still don't deserve to
What
die.
you're doing is still very
It's
wrong.
still very, very wrong.
Okay, well, you try.
So get those people out and just let him become a vampire then. If he's dying anyways, fuck it.
I really did miss you.
Well, yeah, you guys were friends for 7 years. Why wouldn't you? That doesn't take away anything. You're still being a shit turd.
Help me stop this. Please.
People, listen to me.
The
This is
worst.
not the mothership, people. This is ugly death come to play.
They hit you in the back of the neck with a something. Came up and punched you in the kidney. I know you feel wheezy losing that amount of blood. Stab her anyways. Remember,
Where's the doorknob?
yeah, I can only be open from the other side.
What happened?
We're stuck in the basement.
Buffy?
She's not stuck in the basement.
Hey, well, I delivered. I handed her to you.
Yes, I suppose you did.
So? What about my reward?
Your reward's an eternal slumber. Damn, bro, they don't even show it. Leave it to the imagination of these young men dying in agony, in pain, sucked dry, but not in the fun sense. Ready to go forward, you idiot. Oh, damn, they already got the headstone up and everything?
Does it ever get easy?
'Cause I'm back.
You mean life?
Yeah.
Just go back.
Does it get easy?
They just go back to the conversation. You just killed that boy twice. So they did turn him. They gave him what he wanted.
Lie to me.
Roll credits. Hell yeah. Bit-a-bup-bup-bup-bup. Liar. So they actually gave Buddy what he wanted. He died, came back, vampire, and that's a wrap. Buffy is trapped by a group of vampires trying to please Spike. Well, one vampire is trying to please Spike. All of the other ones are just kind of there. So Ford tries to do his best to become a vampire, and in the end, he rued the day. He got to be one for 3 seconds, and he attacked Buffy, and he got fucking giffle-gaffled. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We still have to figure out... I imagine they'll move past it pretty quickly, but Willow lying to Buffy seems like it could be a topic. Xander takes the back seat in this episode, only having a couple little quips, not his normal snarky bullshit he'd be doing. Angel is... He's just Angel in this one. It's good to see him again, because if I'm not mistaken, he is in the opening thing now, so he is one of the main characters. Spike being around just to... I mean, every single step along the way, she's one upped him. Like, she's beaten him. So the inevitable fight makes it seem like things will go sideways if it leads to that, because having her win over and over and over can get a little stale potentially, but I can't... There's nothing I could say. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will, but she's had the upper hand every single time. So when will he get his upper hand to kind of balance the scales out? It sucks. I mean, because if anybody deserved to be a vampire in that situation, it'd be him. Like, he's dying. He has brain cancer. He has a brain tumor. What's next? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, my brain's going down a horrible fucking rabbit hole. But yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks all the way around. He deserved to be a vampire, live peacefully, but he made dumb, boneheaded decisions. Maybe if he would have came to her under a different circumstance and been honest, it could have led to a better situation. But he came, he went. That's the end of it. No Principal Snyder. No Cordelia. No, she was in class. She was in class at the beginning. None of the random other extra people. Just a random weird group of people. It got really real for them really quickly. I would have liked to have seen them outside, like apologizing or, giving up their obsession with vampires. I think would have been a nice touch. This kind of further progresses Angel and Buffy's love, if anything, because she says, I love you, but I don't trust you. So I think that's what she needs to build upon with him to see where that goes, because otherwise there's not really too much of a progression. It's good to see Willow and Angel kind of have some sort of friendship, and we get to see Giles and Miss Calendar also kind of progress in the same sense. So moving forward into episode 8, how does Spike and company, well, they did eventually get out. They broke out. So I guess is what's next there. Otherwise, I got nothing. So that was episode 7. Episode VII was simply Lie to Me. Episode 8 is The Dark Age. And I'll see you there. Links and everything in the description box down below. Playlist up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.